let's talk about project Yankuba Minteh. It was a project. People want to know a lot about this project because it was something that did not just happen. Okay, Yankuba Minteh from Odense Feyenoord or Odense Newcastle Feyenoord by Brighton. There was something that went on behind the scenes until you reach this stage. What can you tell us about the project? When did it start? And what can you tell us?
Well, I will maybe start where his career started. Like he started playing with Coach Sekou, and then Sekou left, and then he came to Bakote Football Academy with Abdul. So he has been
Yeah.
with Abdul, coaching him for a long time. And but at some point, everybody in Gambia that has seen Yankuba play could see, wow, this he's an amazing player. He's really really good. So so the academy had to take a decision. What do we gonna do with this kid? You know, so they decided to because Abdul had some good contact with Steve Biko. So he decided, well, together with me, I advised them like it would be good for Yankuba try to play like divisional football. So he got loaned to Steve Biko actually. That's how everything started. But I think I saw Yankuba. I cannot remember when was it, but I remember when I saw him, I thought like, wow, this is an amazing player. The way he runs with the ball in this sandy pitches is amazing. So Abdul has always like told me about him, like he's an amazing player. So when I saw him, he was very, very young that time. You know, I told Abdul, look, he's gonna be one of the best players in Gambia, and I want to manage this kid. And I spoke to Yankuba about him, and he said, I would love for you to manage me. You know, spoke to the family. I know the family very, very, very well, and because of I've been sponsoring the academy for a long time, that gave me the upper hand. You know, to get the boy, to manage him, because I knew there was a lot of agents, a lot of clubs in Gambia, even in Senegal, that wanted to sign him. But me and Abdul and the family, we had a plan for him, to take him out of Gambia. And the family, they trusted me, and me and Abdul with that. So that's how everything started. So when I came to Denmark, I spoke to Udens about Yankuba, and at the beginning they were not that interested. They were like, African player, the videos that you send us was not that good and everything. But eventually they trusted me because I have the relationship with the club. So he came to Denmark. I think he was 16 that time for trial. I remember his first day in trial, he did really, really good. The first 2 days, he was really, really good in training. But after that, his level dropped a lot, because the mentality that he came with, I think he came with the mentality, he was so good in Gambia. Everybody was calling him Messi, Messi, Messi. Now he came to Europe, to a European club, 2 sessions, he saw that he was that good, and then he started relaxing, Again, the mentality is so important. But I had some conversation with him, a lot of serious speak with him, that if you want to be professional, it's not only about the talent. You have to be focused, you have to be concentrated, you have to work hard. You cannot just do well 1 session, 2 sessions. You have to continue. Every moment you enter the pitch is an opportunity for you to improve, and it's an opportunity to show people what you got, And that time he didn't understand this, so he went back, and then I had to convince the club to give him another chance, actually, because they were not that interested for him to come back. But I had so much belief in him, because I knew him for a long time. It's not like a player that I knew for one year or something like that. I knew him for a long time. So I knew what he's capable of. So it's just a matter of mindset, thinking differently and be serious about his football. So he eventually came back. When he came back, then the rest is history. Because when he came back with the mindset that everybody sees him now with, he started that time, So when he came, he killed everybody in the club. Like he showed them that he has amazing
arrived.
talent.
Okay, Chama. Bakary, you were talking about Yankuba Minteh going to Orange. I could still remember when he was going for the first time. He went with one Dauda Dabo from Gunjur, who is currently playing for Walida. And I think he was passed under 20, the pass under 20. So what happened to him was he went with Messi together. What happened to him?
What happened to him? Well, first time they came, actually, the club were more interested in Dauda than Yankuba, actually. But when they came back, for some reason, they decided to keep, how's it called, Yankuba, but not sign Dauda because they felt like Yankuba impressed them more than Dauda. But Dauda is a really, really, really good player. And then I think me and Dauda, we made a plan that to go back to Gambia because there was some things that he needs to learn, and disappointment was also, something that affected him a little bit. So, but now I see Dauda is coming back, and I'm actually working with Dauda, trying to find some option for him to come back to Europe because I feel like he's ready. He was with the national team on the 20 that went for Ghana. Yeah, sometimes trials is not easy. It's really, really, really difficult. You have to perform at the high level at the right time, and the timing also have to be there for the club to sign you. But yeah, he's a top player, and 100% he will also be someone people are gonna talk about very soon, inshallah.
Okay, so that means you are still working with him, right?
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
How far do you think he can go? I can remember fully well when we started. The first day we talk about young community on this platform was the first day he scored for Odense. Like that was the first day we actually talk about him. And then what Chair said on that day, I will always repeat it. That is his his bread and butter, like I say. He said if Yankuba Minteh, that day he was playing for Odense. He said if Yankuba Minteh plays for Real Madrid, of course, like just hypothetically, if he plays for Real Madrid, it will not surprise him. And now we see this trajectory that he's going through. Like the pace he's going at, the rise is so rapid. So
yeah.
What can you tell us about that?
Like Chase said, like maybe people who doesn't know Yankuba, maybe they are surprised that where he is now. But if you knew Yankuba previously, you will know this is not a surprise. This is not. Yankuba have been saying that to me even before he came to Denmark first trial, that Bucks, if I get the chance, I will be top 5 league. I will not even stay in Denmark. And I remember there's a series here in Denmark, a series where they interviewed him. When he landed in Denmark first time, when he signed the contract, they were interviewing him. He told them that I came here to be here only one season. I'm aiming higher. He just came from Africa. He knew, and he has always been telling me, even before he came to Denmark, Udense was struggling a lot. He was telling me, I cannot wait to be there because he already signed the contract with him. He was only waiting for the paperwork, and Udense was losing a lot first team, and he signed with the under-19 that time. He told me, if I come, I will put Udense out of this mess that they are in. And the boy did that when he came. When he got the chance, he scored his first game. And after that, Udense were winning every time. Everything he says concerning about football, he will do it. He have that mindset and that mentality and that confidence. That is what make Yankuba. He's very good. He's a talented player. He's skillful. He's fast and everything. But his mindset is amazing. It's amazing. Like it's amazing. Like if you know him very, very well and you see him, you speak with him, like you will know, wow, this boy he's something else. He's something else, and it's all about in the mind. It's not about his ability, what he's doing. That's top level, but the mind. That's why no matter where you put Yankuba, it doesn't matter. Like Che said, you put him in Real Madrid, he will score. That's the belief. And I have that 100% confidence in him. Previously when he came, I was telling him, Yankuba, take it easy. We're trying to, this is another level, this and this and this. And even today, when I'm, speaking with him, you know what he tell me? He just said like, Bucks, you worry too much.
But I won't worry.
Yeah. Bucks, kind of worry. Never cool in that. in football or the mal and they were cool in the game no kind of worry. He's still telling me this, and I know, and football is number one for him. Football is always number one. You know, his spare time, what he's doing, football, 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 football. That's nothing else. You know, so I'm not surprised he's here, and I will not be surprised if he played at the best club in the world.
That's gonna be wonderful. To be honest, I'm the biggest fan. I hope you know that. I am one of the biggest fan of Yankuba. Buba, do you have any question to ask to Bakary before you back on them? Because it's already past the time that Buma agree one ak mom. Do you have any final question?
Well, yep, Chela, you know, yep, Chela. Bakary,
Madam Adoko.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
No, man, Jamano, most must have Jamano.
Okay, I'm like, what did I start?
Yeah, what understand? Uncle Bakary, Gambian soul, ngalong ni ita for the English Congo, isa for no Malika Congo. Gambian soul, ijakalter no covering Galco, Newcastle Bar, Bulale, Newcastle Bar, Dimort Lale. There was a lot of transfer ongoing to ko. What was happening? Munum Tonatunum. Covering Newcastle Mampreka, Wafinum, or Ipreka, Wafile, Jandin deadline, because there were so many publications. Kabo from the Sun, the Daily Mirror, you know, Diamo Bekega Bari, Iteman Diamu, Yankuba Minteman Diam. Munibin Tamaka come the ala final days Kabo Newcastle.
Oh, along Manjarin Tenga Kujama for because Nindiamra Kulbe start lale Kafindi, you know, and now Yankuba is in a good place. We are in a good place. Everything is going good. So Amanjari Namurun Koma Wonyama. But Tonya Long, there was a lot of things going on behind the scenes. Yankuba was not involved in that. It was me and the club, you know, trying to handle the things. You know, the club have their own interest, and I have the players' interest. You know, so that is what I was fighting for, and I will say Alhamdulillah that we are in a good place, and right now it seems everything is what I have done and what I've been fighting for is the right choice for Yankuba. So ngamira nyanta mutala Walton because Minteh Tambita is saying the club Newcastle have moved on and Yankuba has moved on and we have moved on. It's not like there's bad blood between us and Newcastle and everything. It's just football business, you know. Everyone is trying to, you know, to protect their own interest, which is normal. So I'm protecting my players' interest, and that's what I'm do. What I'm do, you know. So yeah, wala bije.
Okay. Problem because I can't compare it, you know, as a journalist because they don't mean you can work as no do my understand. But the same thing, how important because Najile ko new precision manager be I start le I go school. You know, as you know, I debut against Everton next week Saturday. It is a war for Nola or until more for but Gambian so me aloko be England kono. Ibe Yankuba support Nola nyadi le or Yankuba la Premier League tafanang abe Gambia to sabala nyadi because for the longest time we fight we have players in the high league, especially the Premier League. Because same thing Yankuba precision abu control down England mulbe kaya ko hani defo ko many kala ticket of pour adisi do fan setaka jube. So how important Yajila Yankuba la in Premier League ta I play kanu dunto kabrin Senegal sul ko play nunji alas Diouf wol jaw wol Senegal sul population they make a good noise ka jiko Yankuba Minteh support comme the yaji ko Gambian sul ise Yankuba Minteh support no nyamento England anu fanang Gambia fanang ka Premier League because ndol ka Premier League lugo da mala jube na video call to ani so kono so ñu banku flo ba ñaajale comme ni ka Yankuba support pour nga samba santo dal.
No, already Yankuba is supporting Ninjela and Tefananga support Ninjela. The Gambian are really trying to support him. But many are England, if they can make it and they can afford it, you know, go to the stadium, bring Gambian flag, you know, social media is there. I even see a lot of Gambians are commenting on the post. There's a lot of hype about Yankuba. And yeah, we just need to support him. You know, obviously there will also come some games where he doesn't perform because he's a kid. He's talented, but there will obviously come some hard period of time, and actually that's the time that he really needs the support. You know, because there was a time when he was in Obi and there was a lot of things going on. You know, he didn't get that support that I wanted, for Gambians to support him. You know, we cannot only support players when they are up there. We also need to support players when they have, bad periods. To build them up again. So it's very important, to balance it like that. But I think the fans are doing really well supporting him. This is what we all. I'm a Gambian as well. I'm also a fan of Gambian football. Even though I'm doing this kind of job. So I'm also happy that we have a Gambian player in the Premier League who potentially can have a role to play, an important role to play. So that's what we all have been waiting for. We had Barrow, he did well, but Yankuba, I think, is a different case with him because Brighton brought him as a starting player. You can see that with the transfer fee that they paid for him. He's an important player for them. You could see that in the preseason he started every game. Even yesterday he played, I think, nearly 90 minutes. So
yeah.
So he have a role to play, and I'm looking forward to it. And obviously, I hope that Gambian fans are also looking forward to it. And yeah, I hope that they will watch every Brighton game.
100%. I've not
And
missed
also
a
pray
Brighton
for
game.
him. And also, we need to remember him in our prayers, because he definitely needs